chance to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Buccaneers coming in at 10-3, going up against the Falcons, who come in at 10-3.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So it'll be first down here after the run. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, Freeman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Play clock winding down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Matt Bosher, 7th-year man from Miami, on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. A first down throw for Winston. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 11 yards for number 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, they run with Sims. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they run with Sims. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. Winston now from the 50. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's Coleman. much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Robert Ayers in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Baker, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Sims. And some space here. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it again with Sims. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He gets away from one. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Jameis to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles Sims, 78 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Freeman again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 44 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. This is Coleman, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons have taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And now running right through it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll toss it out to Sims. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On third down, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now Sims. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They toss to Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Second down following the run. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Able to power through. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Coleman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's Jackson. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the drive begins here with Sims. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll run here with Sims. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A handoff to start the drive to Sims, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
This is caught by Jackson. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Toss play to Sims. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Charles Sims, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right on the 30. And he is knocked down from the side. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Coleman now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. The play clock's running down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ready.
Now they try the right side here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
6 yards to go here on second down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what is symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And bulldozing his way through. Back now in Tampa as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Ryan now off the bootleg. He hits his target. It's the tight end Toilolo. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They will run again with Coleman, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Quan Alexander in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Andre Roberts now to return it. Ooh, the juke. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Falcons on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It's Freeman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Back near his own goal line, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go now.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground near the 48-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Time running out here on the play clock. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Winston now to throw on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second down now after the incompletion. Here's Coleman on the toss. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Again, they'll run with Freeman, and they'll get him down right around the 16. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Falcons, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.